use him aggressively, then I want you to know God could use me aggressively. Because for years, these guys have organized a mass organized effort to slander my...
Do you think T.D. Jakes was at Puff Daddy's birthday party?
Mace just dropped a major bombshell, creating quite a stir in the rumor mill. The focus of the controversy is none other than the renowned preacher and longtime friend of Diddy, T.D. Jakes. Whispers in the grapevine suggest that Pastor Jakes has been attending some rather unconventional gatherings at Diddy's parties. Speculations about T.D. Jakes not aligning with the traditional image of a man of God have been making the rounds for quite some time. However, recently, some intriguing details have surfaced, revealing the involvement of Jakes and Diddy in a secretive club where these unique events are just the beginning of the story. Now, the burning question is, what exactly did Mace unveil about T.D. Jakes? And what kind of mysterious shenanigans took place at Diddy's exclusive parties? Let's delve into the juicy details and get the lowdown on this unfolding saga.
Look at how T.D. Jakes is standing. Y'all know that stand.
I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really there for me. Bishop T.D. Jakes.
It seems like Cassies' lawsuit against Diddy could potentially shake up the entire industry. If Diddy faces criminal charges, there's a possibility he might implicate several others in the process. Among those potentially in the line of fire is his longtime friend and spiritual mentor, T.D. Jakes. In case you're not familiar with T.D. Jakes, he falls into the category of prosperity preachers who assert that Jesus was wealthy and accumulating wealth is God's desire for us. However, unlike Jesus, T.D. Jakes isn't commonly found spending time with the poor and downtrodden. Instead, Bishop Jakes prefers the company of presidents, celebrities, and billionaires. His top-tier celebrity buddy is none other than Diddy. Rumors have circulated for years suggesting that their friendship might go beyond the ordinary. Speculations about T.D. Jakes being on the down low have been persistent, especially reaching a peak in 2009 when his son, Jermaine Jakes, was arrested for openly soliciting in a public park near his father's mega church, the Potter's House in Dallas, Texas. Now, when it comes to Diddy and T.D. Jakes' friendship, it's a bond that spans many years. Diddy even called on Jake to officiate the funeral of his ex, Kim Porter. When Kim passed away, Pastor Jake shared her photo on his Instagram. In the caption, he spoke about the love Diddy had for Kim, expressing that even in grief, one should realize the blessing of having experienced such love. It's interesting how T.D. Jake views love in this context, especially considering the allegations surrounding Diddy's treatment of Kim. Jake seems to see love as a positive force, but the reality of Diddy's actions, like alleged control, beatings, and even breaking Kim's nose, tells a different story. Because, according to Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Diddy treated Kim the same way he treated Cassie. So considering Cassies' lawsuit, it's safe to assume that Kim also suffered the worst.
I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter.
As you might already know, Cassie took legal action against Diddy by filing a lawsuit in federal court, where she detailed years of accusations involving DV and SA. Interestingly, Diddy quickly settled the lawsuit. However, this sudden resolution has raised suspicions and made him appear even more responsible. Instead of vigorously trying to clear his name, as claimed by his lawyer, Diddy's decision to settle within just 24 hours of Cassie filing the lawsuit has sparked questions. Initially, Diddy accused Cassie of trying to blackmail him with a $30 million demand, claiming she threatened to write a damaging book about their relationship. In her legal filing, there's a section discussing an uncomfortable situation titled Mr. Combs Forces Ms. Ventura into a Situation. Without going into explicit details, the lawsuit describes how, while they were in New York City, Diddy expressed a desire for a fantasy called voyeurism. He wanted to see Cassie in the company of another person, and it was supposed to be satisfying for him. According to her, Diddy suggested that everyone involved should wear masquerade masks and engage in specific activities. Allegedly, Diddy directed Cassie to be close with another person while he watched, giving specific instructions. Over time, Diddy's requests became more frequent, turning into regular private events, usually held in hotel suites. Cassie even revealed the specific hotels where these encounters happened. One notable incident around 2013 caused significant issues at the Intercontinental Hotel in New York City. The lawsuit describes how Diddy supposedly pressured Cassie into using websites and services to find participants for these encounters. Shockingly, she claims Diddy told her to look for individuals with specific characteristics on these websites. Cassie also recounts being asked to dress a certain way for these encounters. One of the most disturbing parts is Cassie's statement that when she tried to say no and expressed that she didn't want to be a part of these activities anymore, Diddy would supposedly threaten her with videos he had taken during earlier encounters. Cassie also explains in the lawsuit how she would get very anxious before these planned encounters, even feeling so sick that she would throw up. In some really troubling moments, Diddy would allegedly shame her into doing things while she was sick, and despite her saying no, he would insist on these forced situations, treating them like they were part of her job. Despite Diddy's reputation as one of the most controversial men in the industry, TD Jakes never turned down an invitation to one of Diddy's infamous parties. When Jaguar Wright was asked why she thinks TD Jakes is always at Diddy's parties, she had this to say.
But for him to be at a Diddy party, I don't know. Like I feel the same way about that as I feel about when Tyler Perry came to his church and laid hands on him and he caught the Holy Spirit from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is the bishop of what?
Jaguar wasn't lying about the Tyler Perry situation in 2013. TD Jakes received a prayer from Tyler in a ceremony that seemed like something from Eyes Wide Shut. Shortly after, Jakes also received a $1 million check from Perry. Now, going back to Diddy and TD Jakes, in July 2021, they announced they were teaming up to bring Jakes' sermons to Diddy's cable TV network, Revolt. They shared the news during a call, and Diddy talked about how Jake helped him overcome a dark period in his life. Diddy mentioned losing everything, including his girlfriend, the mother of his children, and his best friend Andre. He expressed how watching and listening to Jake gave him hope. The fact that someone claiming to be a man of the cloth is willing to provide spiritual guidance to an alleged demon and hangs out with him socially is already a huge red flag. Additionally, recent reports surfaced that both Diddy and TD Jakes are part of the same secret society in Hollywood, and the parties Diddy throws are initiation rituals for unsuspecting victims. In June 2022, a photograph surfaced of Diddy and TD Jakes at Jakes' birthday party, and fans speculated that Diddy's hand gesture was an Illuminati sign. Some also pointed out that Jakes was wearing red shoes, which supposedly has dark symbolism. It's not just fans who think that Diddy and TD Jakes are part of a club unrelated to God. Mace, a rapper turned pastor who was signed to Bad Boy and spent decades fighting with Diddy to get his publishing rights back, shares the belief. Mace, known for writing almost everything Diddy rapped in the late 90s, has been in a long dispute with Diddy, who claimed he doesn't owe Mace anything. Diddy even tried to disparage Mace's public image, calling him a fake pastor. Isn't it quite ironic that Diddy labels Mace as a fake pastor and a con artist, while his own spiritual mentor is none other than TD Jakes? It's almost like Diddy promoting love to everyone while being exposed as one of the most malevolent figures in the industry. However, Mace swiftly responded to Diddy, asserting that both Diddy and his bishop, TD Jakes, are being aggressively used by the devil. Mace's counter-argument is intriguing. He asserts that if the devil can use Diddy and TD Jakes aggressively, then God can use him just as assertively. Mace discloses that behind the scenes, there has been a long organized effort to slander his name. Despite attempting biblical resolutions and reaching out to TD Jakes' bishop for mediation, no resolution was achieved. Mace questions the credibility of gatekeepers like Diddy and TD Jakes, who have exploited talents for their own gain.
Use him aggressively, then I want you to know God could use me aggressively, because for years, these guys have organized a mass organized effort to slander my name.
Fans are now speculating that if Diddy faces consequences, TD Jakes might be next in line, considering their apparent association in the same club. The concern is raised about what might have been transpiring behind the scenes with these two influential figures. Some fans point out that TD Jakes attended Diddy's questionable parties, adding a layer of mystery to their friendship. The question arises, what is the true nature of TD Jakes and Diddy's friendship? Could Pastor Jakes' closet be harboring secrets and skeletons? The audience is prompted to share their thoughts on this intriguing connection and the potential revelations hidden behind the facade. The unfolding saga between Diddy, Mace, and TD Jakes adds another layer of complexity to the dynamics within the entertainment industry. Share your thoughts below. And as we await more updates, be sure to check out our next video for additional celebrity drama you didn't know you needed.